Yo YouTube, what is poppin'? It's your boy Kinazima here, guys, and in today's video we're going to be looking at my top 5 favourite gold guns in Bullet Force, so gold primaries. So guys, pretty much this is going to be one of the last ones of my top 5 guns. In this video I'm going to be looking at the top 5 primaries that cost gold. I've already done a video on the top 5 secondaries and also one on the top 5 guns that cost credits. So this is going to be the gold one. After this, I'll make a one on top 5 guns all up, so every single gun in the game. But yeah, guys, just remember, this is pretty much all my opinion. There is obviously a little bit of truth here, because I've been playing the game for a while. I'm a pretty experienced player, but definitely, it's a lot of my opinion. Some people will have guns in different places. Some people will have completely different guns on this list to what I've got. But anyway, enough said. With that said, let's just get straight into the video. And with the number 5 spot going to the ACR. So guys, the ACR is an assault rifle with pretty large recoil, high damage. I'm sorry for this gameplay with this gun, it's quite low graphics. I was having some issues with my device, so I turned the graphics down low just for this piece of gameplay, but all the other guns' gameplay is all in the high quality. But yeah, guys, the ACR is a fairly good gun. It's not one of my favorites, but it's in the top 5. In my opinion, it's good for close in maps. Even though it is a long range weapon, I prefer it for close range maps because of the huge recoil, which I'm yet to learn to control it. Unlike the AK-47 and the FAMAS, which I have learned to control, the AK-5C I've not learned to control it at all. It's pretty just random, the recoil, compared to the other weapons, and I think that it'd be good with a muzzle brake on. Even though in this gameplay I'm not using a muzzle brake, I think that would be a really good idea. It's a really nice looking gun. The sounds are really cool. It sounds really futuristic. It's a fairly new gun to the game, which means not that many people have it, but I do think that it is good. It's a balanced weapon, so you're not going to get called noob for using it or anything. It's just an all-round really good gun. You can kill people close, far, and in the middle as well. If you learn to control the recoil, it's got high enough damage to be able to contend with the snipers. Anyway, guys, the next one is going to be the Mine B9. So this is a really new weapon in the game, guys, and the accuracy on this thing is ridiculous. Hip fire is perfect. If you have a look at the middle of the screen right now, those crosshairs, that is the hip fire area for the Mine B. And let me just say, this thing is a beast. I was getting wrecked in this game, just because I'd gone AFK for a while, and then I came back and I was just getting wrecked. And then I switched over to the Mine B. The Mine B is just the biggest beast of a gun. It's so accurate, and the headshots just do so much damage. That this thing is a hip-fire machine. You don't even need to ADS, really. It's just one of my favorite guns. It is a new gun, which means I think it will get nerfed in the next update, and if it ever becomes credits, it will definitely get nerfed. Right now it is gold. I'm pretty sure it is gold exclusive because it doesn't say early access, but if it does become a credit gun, obviously it will get nerfed, which is a thing that Blazy Games does a lot for Bullet Force. It just nerfs the guns when they become credit. That's what happened to the MP40 now. That's one of the worst guns in the game. Believe it or not, they used to be one of the best guns in the game, guys. But yeah, so the Mine B9 is really good. It looks nice. It's got a fast fire rate, supreme accuracy, really good hip fire. Damage is alright, I guess, but it's definitely not a long range weapon. Definitely up close is when you're better, to medium range, because it's got good accuracy, but the damage is not that great. But yeah, so the Mine B9, great option. Anyway, guys, the next one is going to be the Vector in the number 2 spot. So guys, the Vector has been just an absolute favourite of fans, a fan favourite since Bullet Force, since it was first introduced, guys. This is one of the first premium weapons in Bullet Force. It's just a beast, guys. The reload speed is great. It's been nerfed, buffed all day long. In fact, it's been nerfed pretty much every single time, actually. It's only been buffed once or twice, and not in recent times, and it is just Like, this thing's magical. It's been nerfed so many times, and it's still just an absolute beast, guys. When you ask a lot of new players what their favorite gun is, they'll say the Vector, because it's so easy to use. There's basically no recoil, good magazine size, good damage, good headshot, like, multipliers. This thing is just great. It's such a good gun for rushing, guys. As you see, I can constantly rush the base and just kill people. The only thing I can complain about is, without extended, it does have a little bit of a lackluster magazine. Yeah, other than that though, guys, it's a really nice gun, guys. It's not really used in, well, to be honest, all of these guns are not used in professional, because you're not allowed to use gold weapons in professional, but like, it's just a really nice one for just destroying people in pubs. It's such a classy weapon, guys. Like, the recoil is none, the hipfire is good, accuracy is great. Anyway, guys, the next one is going to be its brother, the P90, who currently is better, in my opinion. At the time of recording this video, the P90 is at a stage where it is better than the Vector, based on one fact and one fact only. The magazine size is double as big. The fire rate is basically the same. The magazine size is almost twice as big. That's the only reason that it's better. Also, the hip fire currently on the P90 is a little bit better. But there's definitely been periods in time where I would have taken the Vector 100%, 5 times, every time of the week over the P90. But just currently, the P90 is better. These two do fluctuate a lot, in my opinion. They are pretty much the exact same gun, just a reskin. It's you know, there's not much you can say. I can't really say that much about this that I can't say about the Vector, guys, because it's such a similar weapon. It's got great accuracy, great hip fire, very good fire rate, low damage submachine gun, which just shreds people up close, can contend with assault rifles in medium range, but you wouldn't want to go up against a sniper rifle with it at long range. And the reason this one is above the Vector, again, it's only because of the magazine size, guys. So if you have got the Vector, don't feel like you've been robbed, because I guarantee you this thing will either get nerfed or the Vector will get buffed once again in a future update, and it will just become really even again. As you say, I kind of just go off in this gameplay. But yeah, guys, if you got the P90 or the Vector, they're basically the same gun, and I would not be fussing over which one you've got, because these two guns are ones that get nerfed and buffed so much, guys. As you see in this gameplay, I'm just dropping kills like it's nothing, guys. These guns are basically the same. They're so good for rushing. To be honest, I think that the map Woods is a little bit broken. Woods and Village are a little bit broken in terms of just destroying noobs. The spawns are a little bit off, in my opinion. I've nuked like 4 times this week between Village and Woods. This isn't a nuke, but I got all this gameplay in 2 hours, so, you know. Anyway, guys, the next one is going to be the Badger Q. So, guys, the Badger Q, along with the Mine Beat, are the 2 new weapons in the game, and the Badger is definitely the best gun in the game right now. It's a beast. Other than the M40A5, actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it. This thing and the M40A5 are basically the same. Like, if I had to pick an assault rifle, I'd pick this. If I had to pick a sniper rifle, I'd pick the M40A5. If you can snipe well, the M40A5 might be better. But if you can't, this thing is a beast. There's 0 recoil. Like you say, the Mine B's got low recoil. This thing is just next level. There's 0 recoil, guys. 0 recoil. I nuked with this thing on the second game that I played. It looks great. It sounds great. It's already suppressed, so you don't need to put on a suppressor. The only thing that this gun doesn't have is it can't penetrate through walls whatsoever, because it's already suppressed. It's like the AS Val. It's just such a good gun, but I can almost bet my life this thing is going to get nerfed within the next... literally in the next update. When the next update drops, it's just going to get nerfed the hell out of it. It's going to become either super slow fire rate, or they're going to change it so that it's not such an absolute laser. Because right now, this gun is just way too easy to use. Anyone can get a nuke with this. If you're playing Claw and you're decent, then you can get a nuke with this easy. Anyway, guys, that's going to be enough of me. That's going to be Kinesia Mobile, signing out.